Hey fam, welcome or welcome back. I'm Desi and this is DezzieLunaTarot. So today we are doing a very special reading and we are going to see which gifts you have and how you can hone them, how you can build your skills and really tune into your gifts and use them. So first we're going to do the vibe check for each pile. And then we'll go into the deeper questions here. That's the overview. And here are the piles. So I'm just going to introduce them close to the camera because they kind of blend into the background here. So this is the first pile, pile 1. This is a little adorable bat that is made of either selenite or clear quartz. And then we have this adorable little pumpkin, a purple little pumpkin. I'm not sure what type of crystal this is, but it's so cute. And then we have an adorable little ghosty here that is made out of, I think, clear quartz. That's what he looks like, or she, or they. This adorable little guy. So pause the video and take as much time as you need to choose your pile, tune into your intuition, take some deep breaths, and with that, I will see you at your pile. Hi pile 1, so you chose this adorable little bat. He's so cute. I don't know if you can really see it, but they even carved his little eyes and they're really big and adorable. Ooh, look how that glints in the light. So I'm gonna put him right here. And first we're gonna do a vibe check, just so you know that this is your pile. If most of what we talk about during the vibe check resonates with you, then you know that this pile is the one for you. If basically none of it resonates, then maybe one of the other piles will be the right pile for you. Okay, so we have Dead Man's Fingers, Timing, number 36, Split Gill, Adapt, number 25, and Lion's Mane, Calm, number 5. You might be really into health and fitness or into mental health, and you may take substances to help your body and mind. I'm thinking of, I think it's called ashwagandha or something like that, as well as different types of mushrooms like lion's mane. Lion's mane's really healthy. Of course, everything in the appropriate doses and all that good stuff, and making sure that you're not allergic to anything, and doing your research, that's always important. Ashwagandha, I think the name is. You can only take that for a certain period of time before you have to stop. And then you can restart taking it again, but it's only short stints of time you're allowed to take it, because otherwise it starts having negative side effects. But the positive side effects for short-term use of it are pretty good. I'm also getting the feeling that you may be somebody who is late sometimes. It's like you can prepare and set alarms, and sometimes you'll still be late. But you've gotten better at it lately because you worked really hard to stop being as late to things, because you, despite having a past of being late many times to many events or many social gatherings or just getting out the door, you do value your own time and other people's, and it's never out of disrespect that you're late. It's just sometimes time works differently for you and you don't always know how much time it'll take you to get ready, or traffic and a bunch of different variables that kind of makes it hard for timing things out. But you've gotten the hang of it more so than you have in the past. And with Adapt here, Split Gill. So Split Gill reminds me of fish. So random, but you may like fish or aquatic life, marine life, and you may like to go swimming or scuba diving, snorkeling, surfing, or even just fishing. And you may like hanging out around lakes or at the beach, or even swimming in rivers and creek stomping. Which, for those of you who don't know, creek stomping is just walking through creeks on a hiking trail and like walking up creeks or down creeks. Creeks can be shallow enough to where you can do that. Creek stomping's reminding me of whenever I used to go camping at an actual like summer camp. So growing up, you may have gone to summer camps before, and you may miss the social aspect of going to camps as well as the fun activities if you did used to go to summer camps. And they may have not been outdoors types of summer camps. They may have been like band camp, or, which reminds me of American Pie. You may like funny movies like that, but also you could have gone to like cheerleading camp or a musical camp of some sort. Also, with timing here, I'm getting a message through about divine timing. You may have already seen some tarot readings before, or this may be your first one, but it seems that spirit or your spirit guides have been trying to give you a message about divine timing and how everything happens in divine timing according to your highest good. So they want you to know that if you're waiting on something and you've been waiting on something, not to worry about it, because everything is going to work out as it should, and it's all going to work out in divine timing. I'm also seeing fall time leaves here. So fall time might be one of your favorite seasons because you like to see the leaves change, and it may be really good weather conditions for hiking or being outside, that sort of thing. I'm also getting a little message in about fairy core and moss, because this reminds me of moss more than grass here. And you might enjoy decorations that have to do with like moss, or you may enjoy moss on trees and stuff like that, and how cottagecore and fairycore incorporates mossy forest themes. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. We also have unique here. It seems that other people who meet you, they look at you as very unique, and I'm thinking unique in not only personality wise, but beauty. You're very attractive, you're very beautiful in a unique way. So maybe you have really dark eyes that are almost black, and they just suck you in and just are very captivating. And maybe you have really light pale eyes that are kind of crystal looking. But either way, something about you other people find striking, and they may not always compliment you, but that's because either they think you get compliments all the time and it wouldn't be worth telling you because they think, I don't want to bother this person, because I don't even know them, because it's random people out and about, or they're too intimidated or shy to give you compliments on something. Also, I themed this reading purple because purple is a very intuitive, psychic color. It helps to enhance intuition, and it helps tune into your intuition. It'll help you tune into your gifts and your abilities whenever you start to work with them and to work on them. A token of advice from spirit is to work with amethyst. So amethyst is a purple crystal, and it can help with psychic abilities, intuition, and stuff like that. And just the color purple in general is very good for that. I'm getting the feeling that you may be just getting into spirituality, psychic readings, tarot readings, that sort of thing. So this all may be new to you. And Spirit is saying to make sure you do your research and look into how to better hone your intuition, because we all got to start somewhere. And sometimes it's hard to listen to our intuition because we don't even know what it sounds like. And a helpful tip is that fear and anxiety screams and intuition whispers. So intuition is more of a knowing, whereas anxiety and fear are more of a intense feeling and constant worrying and thoughts racing, that sort of thing. But working on your intuition would be very beneficial to you because our intuition is kind of like our compass. It helps to lead the way during times of uncertainty or confusion. There are different exercises you can do to hone your intuition, but it also comes down to trusting yourself. So if you don't really trust yourself, it's hard to listen to your intuition because then you second guess yourself a lot, you know? So building trust with yourself first is really important. And ways you can do this is by fulfilling what you say to yourself. So if you tell yourself, I'm gonna drink a bottle of water today, and then you don't drink a bottle of water, well, you've just broken that trust with yourself because you said you would do it and then you didn't do it. So a good way to start building trust with yourself is by telling yourself that you're going to do things and then actually following through with them. And start out small, like I'm going to drink a bottle of water today, or I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to wash the dishes. Whatever is easy for you to do, start with that and build your way up. Because once you start following through with what you tell yourself you're going to do, over time, you're going to eventually build a good relationship with yourself that's trusting and that's dependable. All right, so we also have Tower, standalone guidance, government, institutions, ego, tall, corporation, legal system. Hummingbird, enjoyment, be present, resilient, nectar, sweet goodness, lift out of negativity, lightness of being. Bear, boss, CEO, judge, coach, finance, benefits, wealth, mama bear, protective. So first of all, it seems like your guides are wanting to connect with you more. And there's a message here saying that they're here for you. All you have to do is call on them. And if you want to call on your spirit guides, I highly suggest calling on your spirit guides like this. I open up a line of communication to my personal spirit guides who are of the highest light, the highest truth, the highest love, the purest light, the purest truth, and the purest love, and who love me unconditionally. In the name of, and then whoever you pray to or believe in, you'll just say their name. For me, I say in the name of Jesus Christ, amen, or whatever. But you know, you could say in the name of Allah, Odin, Kuan Yin, Buddha, whoever it is that you connect to and that you really relate to and believe in. So the reason I suggest to connect with your spirit guides in that way is so that you weed out any potential imposters or something that's trying to connect with you that's not really a spirit guide. And your spirit guides want to genuinely connect with you and also make you feel safe and know that you are safe. And so connecting with them in the way that I just said is sort of like, it's basically a safe way or a safer way of connecting with your spirit guides. And if you want to close the connection, all you have to say is, I close this line of connection in the name of, and then whoever you believe in. So also we have in here that your spirit guides have been trying to provide you guidance, and it seems that you have maybe reached out to spirituality a little bit more because you're going through a negative time. And this could be a negative time with a previous religion that you believed in, with a group of people, with work or school or just life in general. But your spirit guides want you to know that you are protected and they love you very much. And they are like a mama bear towards you. If somebody or something does you wrong, you best believe that your spirit guides got your back, and that person or that thing is going to get what's due to them. And that's really that. And so spirit is very proud of you, first of all, for being so strong, because you're stronger than you realize. And even though you may have been through a lot lately, you should be proud of yourself and know that you can take care of yourself, and that also Spirit is also taking care of you and helping you through these times as much as they can and as much as you'll allow them to. So with that, now we also have wine, developing over time, flavor, family, legacy, the good stuff, finesse, and transformed. So they're saying that, you know, your spiritual gifts that you're wanting to connect with, because everybody has spiritual gifts, but they will develop over time. You will get better and better at them. You will get better and better at hearing your intuition and listening to your intuition. You'll get better at connecting with your spirit guides and knowing what resonates with you and what doesn't resonate with you. We all start out somewhere. And I gotta tell you that a few years ago, I could not even do a tarot reading because I couldn't even listen to my own intuition, because there had been so much doubt put into my mind over the years from other people and their opinions that I couldn't trust myself. But over time, I learned how to trust myself, and then I learned how to listen to my intuition and know what resonates with me and what doesn't. And part of knowing what resonates with you, like when something resonates with you, it speaks to you on a deep level. You agree with it on a deep level. And if nothing is resonating with you, that's a sign, which I'm talking about like not in this reading, but like in life in general. If you don't resonate with anything ever, then that may be a sign to get to know yourself better, because maybe you've been hiding parts of yourself away due to other people making you feel guilty for having those character traits or those personality traits or those beliefs. And that was very wrong of them. They shouldn't have done that. And so Spirit is also calling for you to get to know yourself better and start healing from any of that negative talk that people have thrown your way over the years. So if this sounds like you and everything you've been going through, then this is your pile. Welcome. And let's get into what gifts that you have, what abilities and spiritual gifts that you have that Spirit is wanting you to know about. So I'm going to clear these cards out and bring in the next ones. Ooh, okay, so we have precognition, which is the ability to predict future events, whether it's a few seconds in the future or farther, like years into the future. We also have acupuncturist. So it talks about stimulating acupuncture points to encourage healing, to restore balance and energy flow. So these are two of the gifts that Spirit is saying that you have. Precognition talks about being able to predict the future. You can do this through tarot reading, through visions, the feeling of just knowing, pattern recognition, and numbers and history. You can also do this through other divination tools as well, like runes, oracle cards, throwing bones, dice as well. And with acupuncturist, I'm thinking about chakras and energy flow in the body. So looking up chakras and energy flow in the body may be beneficial to you, because maybe you have a natural ability to help clear blockages in other people's energy flows throughout their body or just in general. Or maybe you have a natural ability to do that for yourself. And this could be through talking things out with somebody, or it could be a physical thing like massages, acupuncture, and pressure points and things like that. I'm getting a message through that you should look into Reiki. I think it's R-E-I-K-I is how you spell it. I think it's pronounced Reiki. They work with energies and the flow of energies and with healing people, with clearing blockages, removing blockages and stuff like that. So that may be something you might be good at. Also, this may be calling for you to go to an acupuncturist. Just be very careful doing that, because if the acupuncturist does it wrong, they can cause nerve damage. So just research who you're going to and make sure that they're professional, they know what they're doing, and they have really good reviews and stuff like that. But yeah, also if you have a pinched nerve or something like that, acupuncture can help with that. I'm hearing that maybe in the past you have given people massages and it has relieved a lot of pain for them, maybe family members or friends or something like that. There are different ways to heal somebody physically and also spiritually. And I'm getting a mental image of somebody doing a deep tissue massage or a regular massage on a customer, and there's some sort of aromatherapy going on through incense or oils, as well as spiritual or relaxing music going on in the background. And while you're giving a massage to the person, there's intention behind it of not only relieving them of any muscle soreness and knots in their muscles, but also clearing blockages and clearing spiritual and emotional blockages from the person. And both of you go into the massage knowing that the intention behind it is to clear spiritual blockages as well as relieving muscle soreness. So intention holds a lot of power. In fact, you can make anything a spiritual practice. You can make lighting a candle a spiritual practice, or holding a crystal, or drawing, painting. Anything can be a spiritual practice when there's intention behind it. So we also have astrology, which is the study of the planets and the stars and how they correlate to us as people. And it helps us understand our journeys or where we've come from and things like that. And then we also have, I think this is psychocartography. And psychocartography talks about exploring connections to the earth through land, ley lines, meridians, latitudinal and longitudinal, it says matrices or something. But basically, by connecting with the land, you can receive and understand messages from your spirit guides, from the divine, from the earth itself. And there are sacred places on earth that not everyone can connect to in a way that you might be able to connect to. So that makes sense why we talked about hiking and exploring outdoors a lot earlier, because you may be very naturally gifted at connecting with the earth, at sensing ley lines and spiritual places and things like that in nature. So that is so cool. I feel like that's not a very common gift to have. I feel like that's pretty rare to be able to connect to the land in the way that you can. And ways to do this would be going to a park or somewhere that you feel is a really important place to you, that you feel relaxed or you feel a deep connection to, and going there and meditating, praying, doing some kind of spiritual ritual or relaxing ritual of some kind, and connecting with spirit while you're there. Just be careful. If you're going out into the wild, if you're going on like a hiking trail, or if you're going in the woods or something like that, bring some sort of form of protection in case you run across a bear, snakes, or something like that. Like there are bear bells which ward off bears. There's also bear spray. There are little like revolvers for snakes and stuff like that. You can get tasers in case you run across like a bad person or something, I don't know. But needless to say, always be careful whenever you're going out alone into the forest or a secluded area. And also, I'm hearing about spiritual protection. So I have these little bracelets on here on my wrist, and these are called evil eyes. And despite the name, it actually protects you from evil. There's a blue circle with a white and black circle in the middle. And then this one protects from just all evil and everything like that. And the red color symbolizes good luck for me. And then this one is a black evil eye, which helps protect people that are empaths from emotions and connections from other people that are unwanted. So anyways, that is a form of protection if you are into carrying a cross or carrying some sort of talisman of some kind that represents protection for you. Whatever that may be, bringing along some sort of spiritual protection would benefit you when going on a psychocartography little exploration type of deal. And then with astrology, this could be spirit asking you to look into your own astrology, or looking into the astrology of other people, looking into the planets and their positions and what all that means. So those are some other gifts that spirit is talking about. And some different ways to hone these gifts are specific for each one. So with astrology, that's going to be researching astrology, looking more into it, doing your own birth chart. And you can go online and type in birth chart calculator or whatever, and then type in your birthday, the time you were born, and the place you were born at. That'll give you a breakdown of your birth chart. With precognition, this comes down to, I guess you can do it with divination tools, but you don't always need divination tools. You can simply connect with spirit and talk to spirit, and they can give you messages or visions about future events or things to come and stuff like that. And you can do this through meditation. You can do this through scripting, which is where you connect with spirit while you're writing, physically writing, and you just start writing whatever comes to mind, and then eventually you'll start writing down messages from spirit. With the acupuncturist, maybe learning about acupuncture and the way energy flows through the body, the way our chakras work, the way that energy flows through our chakras and things like that would be super beneficial, as well as Reiki. That is definitely coming to mind. And a small tip about Reiki, your left side of the body is receiving energies and different things. Your right side of the body is giving or sending out intentions or energies and things like that. And then with the psychocartography, I'm getting from spirit that this is going to be more of you going out and exploring different places, actually physically going to different places and seeing how you feel in each place, doing a meditation or some kind of spiritual connection to spirit to see the different messages you get, to see if you get any messages from the land. So I'm getting a message of petroglyphs. You may find petroglyphs on your hikes through mountainous areas or rocky terrains, the desert, or different places like that. And these petroglyphs might have intuitive messages for you. Doing research on the land, research on different places, and seeing if you can find sacred places that feel sacred to you or just feel sacred in general, and trying to connect to the land. So there's different ceremonies you can do to connect with the land across different cultures, religions, and so on. And so you can look into the different ways that other cultures have used to connect to the land, to earth, and see if you resonate and vibe with any of those rituals, and even try them yourself. Just be careful who you connect with spiritually. Make sure to do your research. Don't reach out to a goddess or a god or a spirit or something like that if you don't vibe with them. So, for example, don't reach out to Kuan Yin if you have actually researched her and what she's about, what she represents, and you found that you don't really like the way that she does things, or you don't like certain aspects of Kuan Yin, then you wouldn't want to reach out to her because there's going to be a natural tension, a natural rift, and that could have consequences. If you do plan on reaching out spiritually to a god or goddess or anything like that, do your research. Make sure you vibe with them, that you agree with the things that make them who they are and what they represent, what they do. And also make sure you research what they like. So for example, I can't remember the goddess's name, but there's a goddess that likes honey, but you have to taste the honey first before offering it to her, because there's a whole history there of her being poisoned with honey or something like that, even though it was one of her favorite foods or something. So that's why you taste it first to show it's not poisoned, and then you offer it to her. So there's different rituals and historical connections and things like that to different religions and gods and goddesses and stuff like that. So just make sure that you look into everything before going all willy-nilly and trying things. But anyways, so those are some of the ways that you can start practicing these different gifts. Let's see if Spirit has any messages for you before we end this reading. Aw, we have 42. Miracles await. Big, happy changes are in store for you. All of your prayers are being answered. All is unfolding in divine time. Yo, we talked about divine timing at the beginning of the reading. Embrace the work you've been putting in, the choices you're making, and the energy you're investing. It is all aligning you further on your path. It's time to celebrate and embrace these beautiful, big, happy changes. Take this message as your sign and know your miracles await. Wow, that is so beautiful. Aww. That's so beautiful. So another small message coming through is, your gifts are a part of you. And the more you learn about your gifts, it may open up different doors of your personality and things that you didn't know about yourself. So that's another cool aspect of exploring your gifts, is exploring essentially different parts of yourself. Also, if you want help exploring your gifts, ask your spirit guides, ask for guidance on how to hone your gifts and build your skills and really dive deep into whatever it is that you're wanting to do. But with that, pile one, this is your reading. I hope that it resonated with you and that you really liked this reading and enjoyed it. If you did, then please leave a comment down below. This really helps this channel grow, is leaving a small little comment. You can even leave an emoji. It doesn't even matter. But leaving a comment, it lets YouTube know that you liked this video enough to interact with it. But either way, whether you comment or not, thank you so much for being here in this reading. Thank you for letting me read for you. And I hope you have a beautiful day or night wherever you are in this beautiful world. I can't wait to read for you next time. Alrighty fam, love you. Bye. Hi Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You chose this adorable little pumpkin. Oh, it's so cute. I love pumpkins. I don't know what it is. I absolutely love pumpkins. I will keep a pumpkin way past Halloween, and it'll just sit in my house until one day it just breaks down and starts like decaying, all mushy gushy everywhere. I've accidentally ruined furniture doing that, but maybe you're the type to really keep your pumpkins around as well. I mean, if you don't carve them, they last a long time inside, literally months. And the little baby pumpkins that are like decorative, that are really tiny, last even longer than a regular sized pumpkin. But you may be the type to really love pumpkin carving and pumpkins, Halloween, fall time, just that whole thing, the whole scene. So first of all, we are going to do a vibe check, and I'm already starting to tune into your pile, which is awesome. But first we're going to do the vibe check. Basically, if you resonate with most of what I'm saying, then this is your pile. if you don't resonate with most of what I'm saying, then maybe one of the other piles will suit you better and have messages for you. And if not, that's okay. Maybe there's another reading on my channel that you'll resonate better with. But either way, let's get into it and learn more about you. So these are real lavender sticks slash dried lavender, whatever you call them. And I tell you what, it is so strong. Like, it has just filled the room to where when I first pulled them out of the box, that's all I could smell. And now I can't smell anything because it's just so strong. All right, the first card we have is Healing, Scarlet Elf Cup, number 20. Oh, goodness. Whoa, you got a lot of cards. Dang, okay. Oh, you got the glowing mushroom card. That's cute. Oh, goodness. Alrighty, so Ghost Mushroom, Shine, number 17. I love this card because it's so cute and I love glow-in-the-dark stuff. Maybe you really like glow-in-the-dark things, neon stuff, that type of thing. Also, you may be into ghost hunting shows and you enjoy watching paranormal activity shows and that sort of thing, and it's just exciting for you to watch or something. So we have number 11, Substance, King Oyster card. Number 22, Fairy Ink Cap, Subtlety. And then number 26, Red Cage, Capture. Ooh, that's cool. You have 11 and 22, both master numbers. And with this, what I'm getting here, I'm going to go over these first, is that you went through some hard times growing up or recently, and this left you feeling maybe empty, hurt. There was some sort of wound there. And then you decided to go on a healing journey and really start opening up to yourself, to others, to healing in general. And what I love about this is that these are really, just beige colors in here and very subtle colors. And then we have this explosion of color with this Scarlet Elf Cup. And so it was like after you started healing, you started seeing aspects of your personality, realizing things about yourself that you had never noticed before. And part of it was like this big gaping wound you didn't realize you had. And once you started healing it, you realized just how deep that wound hurt and how much that person hurt you in the past, or those people, or that situation. But it got better over time. And soon you realize that, first of all, you're worthy of healing. You're worthy of good things. You are a beautiful person. You have a beautiful soul and you deserve healing. You deserve miracles. You deserve blessings and good things and a happy life. And that's not just me blowing smoke. That is cut, dry, blunt truth right there, both from me and spirit and from yourself, because these are things that you realized. And then the more you healed, the more parts of your personality that had been shut down for years, they started glowing again. You started becoming more vibrant and more, I'm hearing irresistible. So you might have a lot of crushes. You might have multiple people that find you very attractive, that find your personality and your looks very attractive. And with this healing process, not only did you start healing on the inside, but you also started healing on the outside. So your physical appearance started becoming better because you started taking care of yourself more, maybe showering more, wearing perfume or lotion or something like that, doing some kind of skincare routine, taking care of your hair better. But you had a real glow up is what I'm hearing. And so with the Fairy Ink Cap, there are subtle parts of your personality and who you are that you never noticed before that are coming to light. And you're starting to notice these things about yourself. And maybe other people are also starting to notice these things about you. And this has led you to believing more in yourself, because once you got to know yourself better, you started figuring out what you actually want in life. And once you did that, you started being able to actually go after what you want. Because this red cage capture card is about getting what you want, knowing what you want, and how to get it. And this is the stage that you're at right now, is understanding the things you want in life, what you like, what you don't like. You know yourself better than you did years ago at the beginning of your healing journey, and now you're going after what you want in life. And this could be what kind of friends you want, what type of relationship you want romantically. This could be a career. It could be just physical items, material items that you like, that you resonate with. It could be your spirituality. It could be anything and everything. And I just want to say that Spirit and I are so proud of you and how far you've come. It takes a lot of guts to do this. It takes a lot of guts to open yourself up and not only admit that there's something that needs healing, but to actually start the healing journey and progress and to go through with it. And you are better off for it. And it has really just, you've blossomed into your more authentic self. And that is something that's not easy to do. You're starting to live your authentic life and be yourself around people no matter who you're around. And that is so beautiful. And Spirit and I are so proud of you. And that is something to be proud of for yourself too, because you have come far. You have done a lot of work. You've put in blood, sweat, and tears into this journey, and it shows. You are a completely different version of yourself than you were at the beginning of this healing journey. And anyone who doesn't recognize that, they either don't know you very well, or they can't admit to themselves that you have changed for the better, or they don't want to admit that to themselves, or they, just don't care. But any of those types of people aren't really worth your time anyways. Crow, memories, remembering, mystery, magical power, a new event are happening, clever problem solver, observant, and omen. 22! Another 22! Yo, that's so wild. Oh my gosh, I cannot make this up. 1222 on my phone. This is so wild. Pile 2. And you're pile 2. Okay, this is crazy. Hold on a second. I'm looking up what the number 22 means. So the angel number 22 is a sign of strength, balance, and harmony. You have the inner strength to overcome challenges. You basically have found a more balanced lifestyle. It also talks about spiritual growth and manifestation, manifesting your dreams into this reality. And then for numerology, the master number 22 symbolizes hard work, ambitions, and being determined, productive, and having focused energy. Yes! Oh my goodness, yes, pile 2, let's go! This is so beautiful. Wow, it really confirms what we were talking about before with knowing what you want and going after it and knowing how to get it. And if any challenges arise, you know how to solve them. We have clever problem solver here. Wow, that is so beautiful. We also have snowflake, perfect, delicate, coded, fragile, pattern, symmetry, precise, handle carefully, crystalline, exquisite, detailed. Ring, agreement, pact, cycle, trust, alliance, commit, contract, partnership, circular, continuing on, bond, closure. Then we also have Archer then we also have Archer, careful aim, on target, focus, talking about focus again, Matchmaker, quick, direct, go-to, guy, gal, or pal, shoot straight, precise, implement a strategy. And then Bridge, communicate, unite, connect, integrate, share, collaboration, harmony, compromise, overcoming barriers. Wow, you are really gifted at manifesting your dreams into this reality, whether it takes a delicate hand to do so, an agreement or an arrangement with other people. You have the skills to do this. You have been doing this, and you've been doing a really good job at it. We also have the confirmation again on being on target and getting things done, communication, collaboration, compromise, overcoming barriers. So whenever things are seemingly in your way, you're able to overcome them. And no obstacle, no challenge can hold you back. It's like going on this healing journey that you went on has unleashed this amazing, determined beast within you that you're very motivated and driven to follow your dreams and to do what you love in this life. And that is so amazing and beautiful. I love that. All right, so if this sounds like you and what you've been going through, what you've done, the things that have happened in this life, then this is your pile. Welcome, pile 2. And now I'm going to clear these cards and we're going to get into what spiritual gifts that you have. Ooh. One of your spiritual gifts is remote viewing. Remote viewing is gaining information about distant, unseen subjects, objects, or locations through actually like seeing it in a vision, astral projecting and going there, or just getting a sense of knowing of information. Ooh, that is so cool. I feel like that's not a very common gift to have. You may get downloads from your spirit guides or other spiritual beings about other planets, about other creatures or ways of life, or your past lives, or other people's past lives, or other creatures living on other planets. You may also get these downloads through dreams. And it's like when you're in the dream, it feels so vivid and real. And when you wake up, you may be a little disoriented sometimes. You may dream of having a life on another planet. You may dream about creatures or things that you don't quite understand. Or you may dream about alternate realities as well. But some of your dreams are remote viewing and downloads coming from other beings or spirit guides or things like that. Angel readings. So this talks about communicating with angels and getting messages, divine messages from angels. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh, you may have a strong connection with angels like Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is kind of going off the rails. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I'm feeling called to. So I'm feeling really called to pull some angel cards for you, just to see what angels are on your spiritual team or that you connect with very well. Whoa. So master number 44. You're getting a lot of master numbers today. Seraphiel. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce his name. But he's the Archangel of Resurrection, fire, purification, holiness, truth, and love. Increases faith, overcoming addiction. I burn up blocks to ascension and turn the energy of negative emotions into productive actions you can take. Amber, very soon ask for help. Number 44. Oh, that's so beautiful. So this is one of the angels that you either connect with frequently or that is on your spiritual team. Let me see if there's anybody else. You got 2 more. Archangel Gabriel! I knew it! Okay, so number 2, Archangel Gabriel, is the messenger of divine source. News, spiritual revelation, strength, new beginnings, guidance, resurrection. Call on me to aid the flow of communication between yourself and God or with others. Citrine Monday, meditate on it. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So these angels may send you messages in your dreams. They may be messages about your current life and your situations, or they could be information on different places or creatures or planets or something like that. Or I'm also getting a message through for the remote viewing that your star family, if you're a star seed, may communicate to you through your dreams about previous lives you've had on other planets or as other beings or creatures as well. Because everybody that is a star seed has a star seed light family, but that's a whole nother topic. Okay, so we also have Jophiel. I think that's how you say their name. The beauty of God, number 15. Appreciate beauty, follow your bliss, joyful fulfillment, live authentically. Patron of artists. Expand your consciousness by taking time to appreciate beauty and revel in the lusciousness of all creation. Calcite, 4 to 6 months, very likely. Ooh. That is so beautiful. Wow, you are really protected and you are very highly thought of and loved. We also have Danielle, protector of infants and children, number 21, youthful, birth of a child, contagious joy, zest for life, lightness of being, wonder. When you feel weighed down by life or heavy emotions, I will help you reconnect to the wonder of joy of living. Desert rose, a matter of weeks, yes. Oh, that's so awesome. We have a lot of yellows in here. So I think calcite can be yellow, citrine can be yellow, and then amber is also yellow. So yellow might be a powerful color for you to tune into. Then we have peach and red. So the warmer colors might be something for you to tune into to help you with your spiritual growth and meditation, or even if you need an energy boost, holding a yellow crystal or a yellow rock, wearing a yellow sweater or lighting a yellow candle, something like that, tuning into the color yellow may help give you motivation and energy. Alrighty, let's see, is there anybody else in here? Okay, we have 2 more, Sidriel and Virchiel. Virchiel, number 36, angel of lifestyle and affection. Generosity, joy, pleasure, optimism, vitality, leisure, heart-centered fulfillment. I inspire joy and I support time off in order to live a vibrant, fulfilling, and pleasant life. It's okay to pamper yourself. Citrine, July, take time away. So we have another citrine here. Then we have 26. Sidriel, ruler of virtues, miracles create out of nothing, solutions, reverses hopeless situations, intervention. When you feel all hope is lost, I can help you successfully navigate what may seem like an impossible situation. Jasper, fall, there's a way out. That is so beautiful. Okay, so let's see if there are any other spiritual gifts that you have that your spirit guides want you to know about. So we have spiritual decorator consultant. It says you're being called to explore clearing, balancing, and maintaining the subtle energy fields within a space that supports one's purpose through design and decor. So this talks about basically decorating your environment to best help your goals that you want to achieve, your mental state you want to be in, to bring safety and security to a person, to a home, all of that stuff. This can be like decorating sacred spiritual places. This could be decorating a home, your apartment, or maybe a small sanctuary within a home, like a quiet area, a reading space. So you have a gift with colors. You may be very good with color theory, matching different colors up and organizing things, decorating, and I'm hearing flowers, bouquets, just anything of the sort. Very imaginative, creative, and you may get vivid images in your mind of the way you want things to look and be able to really translate that well into the real world with decorating your space or helping other people decorate or organize their space. Because this can also talk about organization, like helping somebody organize their material belongings to where their environment isn't as stressful and it's easier for them to access different things. So that is really cool. And it's really cool that this also came out because we were talking about tuning into the color yellow and basically that helping to boost your mood in different ways. As well as this card talks about appreciating beauty, and this card talks about joy and pleasure and basically like pampering yourself and being able to enjoy life. So we also have pendulum. You're being called to explore working with the pendulum to get spiritual and intuitive guidance and answers, no matter how simple or complex. So one of it's kind of funny because this reminds me of a time when I lost my lizard. So I have a bearded dragon, and what ended up happening is she escaped her cage, her terrarium, and I couldn't find her anywhere. And so I drew a map of my room. Took some dice, and I intuitively prayed over the dice in the map and asked for guidance on where my lizard was in my room because I had been searching for her for literally hours and I could not find her. And the dice landed on where her cage was whenever I rolled them onto the map. And I looked over there, I looked all around, I could not find her. I rolled the dice again, they landed on her terrarium, like cage area. And I did this like 3 different times, and I ended up finding her underneath of a little like this fake rock thing inside of her terrarium. So I felt so silly, but it was really cool that the dice actually worked. And I tried throwing them different ways onto the paper, and it came out the same with it telling me that she was located in her terrarium. So that's what reminded me of the pendulum, that maybe in the past you've tried the pendulum and it ended up working for you no matter what way you tried to trick the pendulum to see if it didn't work, but it ended up working for you. So you may be really good at using a pendulum because not everybody can use certain divination tools. So that would be like fun to kind of see how it works for you and what situations it works in. You can also use pendulums over maps. You can use them as a yes or no answering questions sort of deal. There's different ways that you can use pendulums. So researching into that and experimenting with it in a safe way might be very useful. So let's get into how you can build up your skills and hone your gifts. With angel readings, this is simply done by connecting with your angels, or not your angels, but with the angels that are your spirit guides, the archangels, the angels mentioned here, and then any angels that you would like to communicate with, reaching out to them and meditating, praying, asking them specifically to send you messages in your dreams or to send you certain signs or things like that. Doing tarot readings for yourself or going and watching tarot readings to see what messages they have for you and things like that. Also, they may send you messages through music. They may send you messages through people's actions or words, through media or the things you see, animals that you see out and about. And I'm also getting memes. They may send you messages through memes or shows that you think are hilarious. And for remote viewing, if you get really vivid, interesting dreams, maybe start writing those dreams down and trying to interpret them. What do they mean to you? What do you think your spirit guides and the archangels are trying to tell you through your dreams? What is your star family trying to tell you through your dreams or these visions? You can also practice this gift through different meditation techniques as well. I'm not quite sure exactly the meditation techniques that you would need to do, but I'm hearing meditation. With Spiritual Decor Consultant, practice this by decorating your home, organizing your home, helping your friends or family decorate and organize their homes, seeing what things that they like, researching into psychology of colors, how it impacts our moods and our mental states, and maybe looking into feng shui and how that affects the flow of a household, how putting different furniture pieces in different places affect the household. Also, if you liked to thrift different items from thrift stores, that is, first of all, really awesome. And second of all, make sure you cleanse those items whenever you bring them back. That's really anything you bring into your household, but especially thrifted items, because, you know, when somebody has an item for a long time, it can absorb a lot of energy, intentions, attachments, things like that. So make sure you cleanse whatever furniture or items you thrift and you bring into your household, just to make sure that there's no unwanted anything attached to those items. But, you know, also researching into different types of furniture, different styles and things like that, because the style of the furniture, the color, the texture can really make people feel a certain way. Like for some people, the feel of velvet is really gross to them, but for other people, they love the feel of velvet. So little nuanced, subtle things like that can really make or break a feeling to a place, safety, attachment, love for wherever you're staying, because humans are very particular, and you have a lot of knowledge and intuition and natural abilities to pick up on these nuances, and you have a lot of attention to detail. You're very gifted for decorating a place, making it feel like the person wants it to feel, and bringing the whole space into harmony. And with the pendulum, I'm also getting time and hypnosis, getting hypnosis done or doing hypnosis on another person or something like that. But looking into hypnosis might be beneficial for you. Also, this reminds me of just time in general, divine timing, and that your questions will be answered in time. And if you need help on honing your gifts and abilities, reach out to your spirit guides, reach out to the archangels, reach out to whoever you believe in, and ask them for guidance, ask them for help on honing your gifts and abilities, and they will help you. They're there for you. They want you to grow and succeed and have an amazing life. So don't be afraid to ask them for help and guidance. I want to pull a few more cards, and then we're going to get into advice from your spirit guides before ending the reading. So I'm getting a message of looking up the different meanings of different flowers. You can set intentions behind the flowers that you put in your household. For example, lavender is a very calming flower. It's used in aromatherapy for its calming effects and stuff like that. It can help people sleep. So you could put lavender around your house with the intention to bring a calm, harmonious serenity feeling to the environment. Also, make sure whatever flowers you use, do research on if they're toxic to any pets in the household. That's always a big thing. And make sure if you use fake plants that the pets in the household don't have a habit of eating the fake plants. I learned that the hard way with my cat. She will eat any plant, whether it is fake or real. So I have to keep that away from her. But anyways, those were some small messages coming through for you. So a herb that your spirit guides would like you to look into are bay leaves. So bay leaves are very helpful with manifesting and also with releasing negativity, releasing anything you want to release. There are different rituals you can do with bay leaves. In this card deck, bay leaves represent abundance, but in general, bay leaves talk about protection, warding off, and releasing negativity and anything unwanted, as well as ushering in blessings and miracles. So one of the things that you can do with a bay leaf is take a pen or something, a Sharpie, and write out what you want to release onto the bay leaf, or you can just set the intention that this bay leaf represents pain and hardship or something like that. And then you take that leaf and you burn it. And as you burn it, you set the intention of releasing that pain or whatever that leaf represented to the universe, to your spirit guides, and releasing it for them to deal with, for them to heal you and your life or whatever you're wanting to do. And then after releasing those things, set the intention of receiving healing, receiving blessings, receiving miracles, praying to your spirit guides, the universe, to replace what you released with whatever good things you want, like support or stability, harmony, unconditional love. Because one thing to know is whenever you release something, you're making room for something else to enter into your life. So you always want that space to be taken up by something good and to be replaced by something that you'll benefit from, not something else equally or more so worse than what you released. So that is a small tip coming through. And bay leaves are one of the herbs that your spirit guides think would really help you with honing your gifts and abilities and just researching into them and even making it a part of your spiritual practices. Oh, we also have yarrow, expulsion. Yarrow is a beautiful herb that is used for expelling and warding off negative energies, entities, beings, whatever it is that has been bringing hardship to you, or, you know, any intrusive thoughts or anything like that. There's a thing where people will hang yarrow at their entryway of their household, and this wards off any evil or negativity from entering the household and expels any negative things that are already in the household. So this is a beautiful herb to work with, and both of these talk about protection, expelling negativity. So that may be something that your spirit guides are calling for you to do, is to cleanse your household and work with herbs that are protective, that protect you, your household, your assets, your pets, whatever it is. Because the more we grow spiritually, the more we hone our gifts and abilities, sometimes it attracts other things to us, and those things could be good or bad beings and creatures and entities, because spirituality is kind of like a light in the darkness. Whenever somebody is spiritually awakened, they're like a flame in a pitch black room. So they're very noticeable to anybody in that room. And the brighter you burn, the more you hone your gifts and abilities, the more noticeable you are. Some people are only dimly lit because they're only mildly spiritually awakened, and other people are like a giant bonfire because they're very good at their abilities and their gifts, and they're naturally very gifted spiritually. So you might be one of these people that is very naturally gifted spiritually, and you know, your spirit guides don't want to scare you. That's not their intention, but they do want to prepare you because you seem to be more involved in your spiritual abilities and your spiritual gifts, wanting to connect with spirit and your spirit guides more and more. And so now they're kind of like, okay, that's an awesome thing for you to do. We want you to connect with us more, but also these are ways that you can take precaution while doing so. So setting up wards around your household, which are kind of like talismans that are either made of crystal or herbs or something like that, that the intention behind it is to protect your household and everything in it, including you. Doing that would be very good. Also praying, just praying to Archangel Gabriel or Archangel Michael and asking them to protect you and your household and your assets would also be very beneficial to you. So just doing some research into that, into ways you can protect yourself. So some advice that your spirit guides have for you is number 4, listen to your heart. What is your heart nudging you to do? What is it saying to you? What is no longer feeling aligned or resonating? Your heart always knows the way. The feel-good vibes are all you need. Listen to the intuitive messages you're receiving and follow the guidance. Your heart will always light the way. Aw, that is so beautiful. So yeah, if there's something that you're not vibing with or resonating with, Spirit is calling for you to let that go. And once you let that go, something better and brighter can come into your life. There may be a lot of opportunities opening up for you over the next few months, or they have been opening up to you. A lot of different decisions that you need to make. And Spirit is saying to follow your intuition and do what you love. Follow your dreams and your passions. Don't worry about, be smart about things financially, but don't necessarily worry about what will make you the most money or what will benefit others the most. Think about what makes you happy. What really sparks joy? What really lights your soul on fire in a passionate way that you can't live without, or that you're very interested in exploring? And go with that. Go with what makes you happy, because at the end of the day, we're only on this earth for however many years, and why waste that time doing things that we don't really care for doing, or doing things that other people expect us to do? Why not do the things that we actually love, that we cherish, that we're passionate about? So remember that. Remember that when you're making future decisions about your career, where you're living, who you're living with, what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. And that is a strong message coming through, because maybe right now you have a lot of different opportunities presenting themselves to you. You may have a lot of choices that you need to make. And Spirit is saying to go with your heart. Go with what your heart is telling you. And on the back of the deck, we have number 33 again, which is awesome. And release your restrictions. Are you feeling stuck or stagnant? Let's create shift through movement. Practice 8 to 10 rounds of this yoga flow. Mountain, stand tall, grounded through feet, arms raised up to the sky, forward bend, and walk hands out into downward facing dog. Flow hips to the ground, head and shoulders moving into upward facing dog. Complete this movement practice with 3 minutes of laying on your back in stillness or in child's pose. Journal any feelings or thoughts that arise before you move on to the rest of your day. Embrace this time for your body and soul's nourishment to revive your energy, aligning you to an elevated and open vibration once again. Oh, that is so awesome. Yeah, this is just confirmation that there's something in your life that needs to be released, especially with these bay leaves and this yarrow coming through, and then now this card. And I have a feeling that you know what you need to release, and it's just a matter of you actually doing it. So Spirit is saying that if you need help doing that, call on them. Ask for help. Ask for the strength and courage that you need to release a attachment to somebody, a relationship, an item, a way of living, a thought process. What is it that you need to release? Is it a lack mentality? Is it subconscious thoughts or feelings or beliefs that you've been holding on to for many years? Yeah, so there is definitely something that has been causing a lot of stress or tension. It may be with another person, because I haven't seen a lot of gnats lately, and during this reading for pile number 2, I've seen 3 different gnats flying by. So there might be something in your household that needs to be thrown out, donated, released, something like that. This may have been a gift from somebody that's harboring a lot of negative energies. This may be you just need to move places because the apartment you're in isn't very good, or the location you're at isn't very good or safe. It could be that you even need a new roommate because maybe the one you're with isn't a very good roommate and you guys don't really have a lot in common or vibe or believe in the same things. And where that's not always necessary with having a roommate, it is nice to be able to practice your spirituality without constant judgment or constant criticism from the person that you're living with. So that might be something that you're going through right now, is that the person you're living with doesn't agree with your spiritual practices or your beliefs or something like that. But either way, ask spirit and your spirit guides and the archangels for the resources you need, the help that you need to move on, to release these connections or whatever it is you need to release. And they will help you, they will provide the assistance that you need to move on. But with that, pile 2, this is your reading. I hope it resonated, and if it did, please leave a comment down below. This really helps this YouTube channel grow because it shows YouTube that you liked this video enough to interact with it. So even if it's just leaving an emoji down below, that is super helpful, and I really greatly appreciate it. I also appreciate you just being here and allowing me to read for you. I hope you have a beautiful day or night wherever you are in this beautiful world. I can't wait to read for you next time. But alrighty fam, I love you. Bye! Hi pile 3. So you chose this adorable little ghosty here. I think it's made of clear quartz, but I'm not sure actually. And it has a little face etched into it. I don't know if you can see that or if you can tell. But this little guy is so adorable. Sorry, my cat is going crazy right now. She's just running all around and she's on the couch. I don't know if you heard that, but there's a space between the seat cushions on my couch, and she'll shove her little arms down into the space to try to get something under the couch. And she'll do this thing with her paws where she's like, and she like claws at the couch, which isn't good for the couch, but it's really old and it is a broken couch, so I don't really care as long as she's having a blast. So if you heard that, that's what that was. And my cat does this thing where if I laugh at her, she'll just like run around crazy even more. I don't know why, but it's just really funny. So she'll do something crazy and then I'll start laughing and then she'll start doing it more and running around the room. Anyways, so welcome to your reading. Today we're going over what gifts you have, but first we're gonna do a vibe check to make sure that this is your pile. And if most of what I say resonates with you during the vibe check, then this is your pile. And if most of what I say doesn't resonate with you, then this is not your pile, and maybe one of the other piles will resonate with you more. But with that, let's get into your vibe check. I'm getting a message through that you may really like cats because my cat was not this active during the other 2 piles, and she's really active running around and wanting me to hold her and stuff. So you might have a connection with cats and really enjoy being around them, or cats may really like you. You may like playing with cats or any of that sort of thing. Or you may just like animals in general. We have Reishi Spirit Medicine, number 1. And then we have 32, Rosy Bonnet Define. As well as 27, Blue, I'm not sure how to say this word, Laratiasis? Discovery Unknown. This reminds me of coral. It's so beautiful. These two colors together remind me of coral as well. So usually by now I am really into the flow of channeling the pile and whoever picked the pile. But for some reason I'm having difficulty connecting with your pile. So this usually tells me that you are pretty cut off with your spirituality or your spirit guides or anybody wanting to get into your business. So you may have come to this reading out of curiosity to see if either one, what you've been going through lately is real and connected to spiritual gifts, or if it's just your mind playing tricks on you or somebody playing pranks on you or something like that. Number two, you may have just been really curious about this reading. But I'm getting a feeling that for some reason, maybe your family or where you grew up was very scared of paranormal things, spiritual things, anything to do with what you can't see, feel, and touch with your own hands and your own eyes. And so maybe they projected this fear onto you or this expectation onto you not to mess with tarot readings, not to mess with paranormal things, not to mess with even like cleansing yourself or your household, setting up protection barriers or anything like that. So it seems like you are very naturally gifted, especially in some spiritual aspects. And that may be a thing that runs in your family. Your whole family, your bloodline might be very spiritually gifted, but it's gotten to the point to where maybe your family got overwhelmed, and as the generations went on, they pulled away more and more from spirituality, from spiritual gifts or psychic abilities, and they tried to shut them down, shut them off, because they were feeling overwhelmed by the amount of spiritual attention that they were getting. Because the more you hone your gifts and the more you open yourself up to spirituality, the more sometimes it can draw spiritual things to you, like paranormal things, entities, beings, and they could be good, bad, neutral. It could be anything, but sometimes that does happen, especially if you're very, very talented and you're living in a household with very, very talented, spiritually gifted people. Then it kind of creates like a beacon in the darkness for different things that can be drawn to you. And this isn't said to scare you. I feel like you already know this, and that's why maybe you've kind of up till this point been avoiding spirituality, avoiding honing your gifts, or even learning anything about them because it was highly discouraged in your household. Even though you are very spiritually gifted with the Reishi Spirit Medicine, this card doesn't always come out, and it's interesting that it came out for you and you chose this little ghosty here. So that's telling me that you are very spiritually gifted. Maybe you can communicate with the deceased, or they try to communicate with you often. Like maybe you'll hear your name being whispered, or you'll hear a man or a woman's voice talk to you out of the blue while you're trying to sleep or at night or something. Maybe there are certain hours of the night that you will not be outside of your bedroom. Like some people are very superstitious about the hours between midnight and 3 a.m. So they just go to bed and they don't pull all-nighters, they don't stay outside of their bedroom, they just get in their bed and lay there even if they're not tired. So that may be the case for you. And you may have witnessed different paranormal activities going on in your household, like things moving, things going missing, finding things broken when they weren't before, or even finding things fixed when they had been previously broken, or things had gone missing and then reappeared. And you've kind of just ignored all this. You've kind of just brushed it aside, but maybe recently things have gotten so obvious that you can't ignore them anymore. So you were like, I wonder if what's been happening isn't all in my head, or there's something going on in my household, or what's going on. So today, along with going over your gifts and how to hone them, I'm going to go over some cleansing and protecting methods for you. And cleansing your household really does help. I've heard from some people before that they don't like cleansing their house because they're afraid it'll upset entities or something like that, or it'll make them more mad and attack them more or something like that. Those are very rare cases. And sure, like a spirit or an entity might be butthurt that you pushed them out of your household, but that's like saying, okay, I'm just gonna leave my front door open for any person to come into my house. And then some stranger walks into your house, and instead of having them go out of your house because you're afraid you'll upset them, you just let them live in your house, even though you have no idea who this is and their intentions. It's kind of like that. That thing, that entity, that ghost, you have to remember that it's in your territory, your household, your living space. It is not right for them to be there. That is your space to live. You're the one that is in a corporeal form on this earth, living here, living your life. So automatically, you have claim over your space, especially if you freaking pay to be there. Like if you're renting an apartment or renting a room in a house or something like that. So at the end of the reading, we're going to go over some cleansing techniques if you feel comfortable enough to use them, which I highly suggest. But, neither me or spirit or your spirit guides can force you to do anything. We can only suggest you to do things. At the end of the day, you have free will, so do what you will. But anyways, so before I can even shuffle the deck, these two cards came out, 5 and 6, Balance and Stalemate. So balance talks about centered, meditate, integrate opposing forces, flow, feeling complete, awareness, just right, equality, well-being. Stalemate, standoff, no way out, non-committal, hold out, delay tactics, blocked, refusing to compromise, opponent, competition. Ooh, yeah, so this is really confirming what I was getting earlier about there needing to be spiritual balance within your household, but you or somebody else or everyone is really unwilling to put their foot down and do anything about the situation out of either fear, tradition, peer pressure, or not knowing how to do what you need to do. Dog, supportive friend, helpful, playful, faithful, companion, a friendship turns to love, sibling, soulmate, peer, pet, vet, doctor, nurse. Yeah, your spirit guides are saying that they're here to help you, they're supporting you, and whatever decision that you make, they're here for you, and all you need to do is call on them and ask them for help. You can literally ask your spirit guides to protect you in your household. A cleansing or a protection of your household could be as simple as just asking Archangel Michael or Archangel Gabriel to protect you and your home and everything in it, to include pets and your items, whatever it is. So we have Stork, transformation, change, active, renew, restless, arrive, depart, move, renovate, pregnancy, birth, slender, tall. Yeah, there needs to be a change made here in your household if you want more peace and harmony in your household. And I mean, some people don't. Some people like having stories of paranormal things to tell other people and to wow a crowd. Some people get excited about paranormal things happening to them or around them or to their friends and family because it's a connection to the unknown. It's a connection to the spirit realm, and it's interacting with the spirit realm. And some people get excited about that. But when it happens constantly all the time, it can really get exhausting. And I have a feeling that you're a little bit tired of this, and you're tired of the chaos, the spiritual chaos in the place you're living. And that may be why you're seeking help with your spiritual gifts, or in general, looking into spirituality a little bit more. You're curious. Also, to let you know, you don't have to be spiritually gifted in one thing or another to be able to expel something from your household. A lot of people think, oh, I need to call a priest or an exorcist or something like that to exorcise this energy out of my house. But all you need to do is be living in that household, be a member of that household to cleanse that area, to expel anything from your household. That's really it. And in fact, it doesn't always work when you have a priest come in, because they don't live there. So sometimes it doesn't even work for another person to cleanse your house for you. Even if you had a shaman come over, things might be fine for a little bit, but then activity might pick up again. So basically, whoever lives there has to take responsibility in partaking with cleansing a household, or cleansing items or themselves, or whatever it is. So we have other things that came out. The element of air: intellectual, idealistic, communicative, curious, inventive, bright ideas, diplomatic, cold, alert, gathering information, mental acuity, clever. Likely it's developing. So yeah, you're very curious about spirituality, about what's been happening. Third person, another person involved, someone else's influence. Love triangle, stranger, outside party, third real, rival, too many people. Too many people, outside influence. This reminds me of what we were talking about earlier, that maybe your family or whoever you're living with doesn't like acknowledging spirituality, doesn't like acknowledging the paranormal activity, so maybe they just ignore it, and they don't like the idea of anybody cleansing it from the household, because I don't know, maybe they've been taught to not do that, not even partake in anything. But Spirit is calling for you to step up and to be the leader of the household, of the situation, to take charge in a way you need to take charge of your household, your living space, even if it's just your bedroom. If you, for whatever reason, can't cleanse your entire apartment or your entire house because you live with other people, you can at least cleanse your bedroom, because that space is yours. And if you have a sibling living in the bedroom with you, you can even cleanse your half of the room. You know what I mean? But either way, you have control over yourself and your own actions, and over your own personal items. And that is one of the messages that Spirit is trying to convey here. Anything else, Spirit? Yes, if you decide to cleanse your house and take charge of your spirituality, you will be victorious. You will be triumphant. You will be able to cleanse whatever energy or thing is going on in your household. You'll be able to cleanse it from your household. So that is very important. And Spirit is saying, you can do this. You've got this. All you have to do is learn how to do it, and then do it. And everything's going to work out. They've got your back. They're protecting you as much as you'll allow them to. And yeah, that's really it. And then on the back of the deck, we have child, beginnings, innocent, brand new, creativity, spontaneous, carefree, inexperienced, tender. Yeah, so you're going to go from inexperienced to experienced by the end of this video. You're going to know what to do, and you're going to have a new perspective on different options, at least, of how to handle this situation. So if this sounds like what you've been going through, then this is your pile. Welcome, pile 3. I'm going to clear out these cards, and we're going to get into what spiritual gifts you have and how to hone them. Ooh, we have psychic healing. You're being called to explore psychic and spiritual healing to help improve one's condition, no matter if you're focusing on the mind, body, or soul. Whoa, that's so wild, pile 3, because during the vibe check, the first card you had was that reishi mushroom, which said spirit medicine, and this is psychic healing. That's so cool. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Cartomancy, you're being called to explore messages in a deck of cards, discover guidance messages and future in the cards. Ooh, so that's tarot reading, oracle reading, anything to do with getting messages and things like that using a deck of cards, whether it's oracle cards, regular playing cards, tarot cards, whatever type of cards it is. So you may already do this by yourself. You may watch a lot of tarot readings, be drawn to them. And if you practice, you're going to get really good at doing tarot readings and oracle readings and stuff like that. Energy blockage release. You're being called to explore the ability to locate, identify, and move stagnant or stuck energies within the body to heal pain and illness. Ooh, that really ties in well to psychic healing. That's so cool. And I love how both images have this like smoky essence to them. That's really pretty. Clairaudience. That's so wild. So clairaudience is where you're able to hear things, whether it's in your head or actually hear things with your ears. And it could be messages from spirit guides, from spirit, from whoever you believe in, or it could be messages from the deceased and actual ghosts and stuff like that. So that's wild that this card came out. I knew it. I knew that ghosts and spirits, like, lately you've been hearing things. You've been hearing somebody calling your name or saying things, yelling things out to you, but nobody's there. You're not crazy, pile 3. You're not crazy, I promise you. You're hearing some kind of being that's trying to call out to you, trying to reach you, and so this is for some of you, not all of you, but this being, this spirit may want help. They may be asking you for help. So sometimes you may be hearing them say literally like, help me, or listen, or maybe they'll say please, or something like that. And so they're reaching out to you. And I want to preface this by saying that you don't have to do anything. You can just cleanse them from your household. You are under no obligation whatsoever to help spirits or ghosts or beings or entities of any kind. You're under no obligation at all, especially first starting out. You're only just getting into this, it feels like. So, I mean, it's up to you whether you want to go down that road or not. And if you do go down that road, I highly, highly suggest going to a spiritual medium who's a professional, who knows what they're doing, who's not a scammer, but is actually like works with the deceased and spirits and communicates with them and stuff like that. Going to them for guidance and help on how to navigate the situation, because it's not as simple as, oh, okay, I'm gonna talk to this little ghosty and say the right things and then they'll go away. That's not always the case. Sometimes entities or beings or ghosts or whatever can be confused. Sometimes they can turn malicious. Sometimes they just are energy drainers and they mean no harm, but they can drain your energy anyways. So I highly recommend getting guidance before attempting anything like that, because a spiritual medium will know a safe way to communicate with the dead, a safe way to lay down boundaries with these ghosts and things like that. Good way of protecting yourself, a good way of actually helping the dead. So that is a message coming through for you about that. You know, Don't go off all willy-nilly. Make sure you do your research first. But you definitely have a gift with clairaudience. That is really awesome that that came through. That's such confirmation. Past lives. You're being called to explore past lives to discover how past is affecting current emotions, situation, behaviors, and so one can gather a greater understanding. Ooh, that is so wild. Because past lives can be talking about reincarnation, or it can be talking about literally ghosts and people who used to be alive that are now in limbo or whatever. So that's wild. You have some ability, some type of ability to connect with the dead, to communicate with the dead, to see people's past lives. And there may have been even a situation where a random person has come up to you and talked to you about one of your past lives, and you kind of brushed it off because one, it was a little scary, and two, it was really random. But yeah, you are very gifted with being able to connect with and communicate with dead people. And part of this gift is also being able to help the families of people who've lost someone, and also the ghost themselves, and helping them move on to the afterlife. And you could also, after talking to a medium professional who knows what they're doing, but a way of communicating with the dead is through cards. You can also do that. You don't always have to hear them audibly. With this energy blockage, this could be talking about you removing blockages, preventing these spirits from passing on to their afterlife. Ooh, this is some really deep stuff, Pile 3. You are really really powerful. Oh my goodness. Okay, another gift coming through is coaching. You're being called to explore transformational mentorship to bring clarity, insight, and healing for growth and transformation. Oh, that's so beautiful. So not only are you able to, talk to the dead, but also you have a gift with talking to people that are alive. You're able to coach them, to mentor them, to give them the advice that they need, to help them through different situations. And usually, whenever you give someone advice, if they actually take the advice, it works out for that person. This is no coincidence. You are really gifted with being able to coach people and mentor people. We also have dream interpretation. You're being called to interpret dreams to find deeper meanings to bring clarity and guidance. A few messages coming through with this. First of all, you might be a very vivid dreamer. You might have a really intense, realistic, vivid dreams that it feels like when you're in the dream, it's real. Even if you're lucid dreaming and you know it's a dream, it may feel so vivid and real. You can actually taste things and feel things and hear things clearly. And when you're talking to people, you actually understand what they're saying, and you remember word for word the conversations you had in your dreams. So with this, you also might even be able to read things in your dreams. So with this, your spirit guides might communicate to you through your dreams. Also, there might be ghosts and, the deceased who communicate with you through your dreams. If you don't want this, if you don't want things to reach out to you in your dreams, cover all your mirrors in your room before you go to bed. That's just a good practice anyways. You'll have more peaceful sleep, and it doesn't prevent you from dreaming, but it prevents things from entering your dreams, because especially if the mirror is across from your bed, or you can see your bed in the mirror when you're laying down, because mirrors are portals. And I'm not saying any of this to scare you. I apologize if this is freaking you out in any way, but it's just really good practice to cover your mirror with a blanket or a towel or something before you go to sleep. Dang, you are so talented and gifted. No other pile got this many gifts and cards. So scrying. You're being called to explore looking into a reflective surface to tune into the messages of the spirits in the universe. Oh my goodness, pile 3, there are so many confirmations coming through. This is crazy. So scrying, like, it's literally talking about looking into a reflective surface and being able to get messages from spirits and the universe and spirit guides, or, you know, whatever. And we were just literally talking about mirrors and mirrors being portals, and how if you leave a mirror uncovered, things can communicate with you through your dreams and stuff like that. That's actually freaking crazy. So it may be amplified for you of mirrors being portals because you're so gifted and spiritually talented. And that may be a way for you to be able to communicate with spirit guides, is, you know, taking a crystal ball or obsidian and just looking into the reflection and communicating with your spirit guides or spirit. As always, you know, just be careful doing this. Make sure you do it with the right intentions. And if you're reaching out to your spirit guides, make sure that you call out to your spirit guides who are of the highest light, the highest love, the highest truth, the purest light, the purest love, and the purest truth, and who love you unconditionally and have good intentions for you. Specifying that when reaching out to your spirit guides is very important, because it weeds out imposters and anything that has bad intentions for you. So we have feng shui. You're being called to explore the subtle energies or people and places that affect those in the environment for balance and healing. That's cool. So this also ties into, oh gosh, that's so wild. So feng shui is basically the placement of furniture can affect the energy flow in the apartment or the house or the room. So that really ties into, if you have a mirror across from your bed, it's going to affect the energy flow in the room. It's going to affect your sleep. That's so wild. This came out too. But even then, feng shui, the energy flow in an apartment or in a place goes down to even where your bed is positioned. If your bed is positioned to where the head of the bed is towards the doorway, then that can make you feel unsafe when you're sleeping. So usually, you know, the head of the bed is farthest from the doorway. You know, so there's a lot of different ways that furniture placement in a room can affect how people feel in the room, how they're sleeping, if they feel safe or if they feel comfortable. And you might be really talented at organizing bedrooms in apartments and houses to where everyone in the apartment or the living space feels comfortable, they feel safe, they feel cozy, and it has a good energy flow. Because these are all of your gifts that came out. So, which is crazy. I mean, you have 9 gifts that came out. I told you, you're so spiritually talented. You're overflowing with spiritual talent here. Like, this is why you may get a lot of paranormal activity, and it's really not your fault at all whatsoever. The fact that you have this many gifts, it's no wonder that there's paranormal activity going on in your household if you're not cleansing your household and protecting it, you know what I mean? Alrighty, let's get into ways that you can hone your gifts. So first of all, I'm not going to have the answers to every single one of these, but I am going to go over the stuff that I know. So with cartomancy, or however you say that, which is reading cards, which is what we're doing right now, that takes practice. And also tuning into your intuition, tuning into your spirit guides, being able to hear the messages coming through, what the cards are trying to tell you, what your spirit guides or whatever you're connected to is trying to tell you through the images and words on the cards and what it reminds you of. So with this, a way to really tap in to your intuition, because that's where it all starts from with all of your gifts, honestly, is to build a trusting relationship with yourself. Because if you don't trust yourself, how can you, one, hear and listen to your intuition, and two, follow your intuition? So building trust with yourself takes time. Start off small. If you say you're going to do something and you tell yourself you're going to do something, make sure to follow through with it and to actually do it. So if you say, I'm going to drink a bottle of water today, make sure you actually drink that bottle of water. Because whenever we don't do what we say we're going to do to ourselves, it breaks that trust down to where we stop taking our own words seriously. And that causes us to doubt ourselves, to doubt our abilities, to doubt our intentions or whatever. So building trust with yourself over time is a way to be able to eventually trust your intuition. Now, your intuition whispers and fears and anxiety scream. That is a way to be able to distinguish your anxieties and worries and thoughts from your intuition. Your intuition is a knowing. It's like a deep sense of knowing something. And it's more of a calm type of knowing. It's not a hairs on fire, running around like a chicken with your head cut off type of feeling. It's a calm knowing feeling. Also, there's different exercises you can do to hone your intuition even more. One of them is through tarot readings and intuitively picking the pile you think is best for you that has messages for you in them. And it's really good to do it with tarot readers that do the vibe check at the beginning of the pile to make sure that you chose the right one. If you resonate with most of what they're saying, and resonate means that it speaks to you deeply. You agree with it on a deep level. Also, there are other exercises you can do. There's actual videos on YouTube of people doing exercises specifically for honing intuition. Like, they'll set up 3 different boxes that have crystals in them. 2 of the crystals will be white, 1 of them will be blue. And the tarot reader or the person will be like, okay, which box has the blue crystal in it? And then you intuitively pick whichever one you think has the blue crystal. And then that's like a good way of practice. So for example, if you were to actually watch that video of practicing intuition with the crystals, and you picked the wrong box, notice how you were feeling up to that point of figuring out what was in the box. Was it an anxious feeling? Was it a feeling of uncertainty? What was the feeling? And then in a different video with options and you choose the correct option, notice what you feel then, leading up to figuring out that information. Do you feel more calm? Do you feel more confident? Do you feel more sure in your decision that you made? And so noticing the pattern of how you feel and noticing leading up to that moment, your thoughts, your feelings, and stuff like that will help you to eventually hone your intuition to where one day you'll be able to just throw down some cards and be like, okay, this, and this. With psychic healing and energy blockage release, I would suggest researching into chakras and energy flow in the body and how that works. Because a lot of times, whenever we research into things, it helps us gain a better understanding, and we're able to intuitively start practicing the best things for us that will help us the most. It would be very beneficial for you to research Reiki, to research chakras, energy flow, energy transference between people, because people will, pick up energies from other people, or they will emit energies to other people. I mean, think about empaths. Empaths are able to sense other people's emotions, and sometimes they take them on themselves, and they are able to feel what another person is feeling. So researching into these different gifts is very important if you want to start practicing them and honing them. With clairaudience, a way to start honing clairaudience is meditating. Meditating and calling out to your spirit guides, seeing if you hear anything or if any thoughts pop up in your head while you're meditating. With dream interpretation, a way that you can help yourself with dream interpretation is writing down your dreams as soon as you wake up. And after you write down your dream, looking into it, seeing what do the things in this dream mean to me? What do I think my spirit guides or this ghost or spirit or whatever it is contacting me through my dream is trying to tell me? And you can also look up common symbolism online, what, a cat means spiritually, what the symbology of a cat is, or what the symbology of a rabbit is. And so you can look up common spiritual symbols like that. You can go onto websites like dreammoods.com. I love that website. You literally look up whatever it is that you were dreaming about, and it'll give you a common interpretation of what those types of dreams mean to most people. And it's a really good resource to look at it from like a psychology perspective, because sometimes our dreams are literally just that. It's just our brains trying to tell us something that's bothering us that we don't realize in our waking life, like our subconscious thoughts and feelings, and maybe the fact that something you've been going through is bothering you more than you realized. So paying attention to your dreams, how you feel about them, what they are, writing them down in detail is very important for this dream interpretation. And sometimes things will be a spiritual dream, and other times it's just our brains trying to tell us that we are bothered by the fact that our sister called us a name the other day or something like that. So whatever it is, you can go at it from different angles, like writing down the actual dream and then writing down what you researched online of what that dream could mean, and then writing down what that dream means to you and seeing if anything correlates. So that is one way to do that. Also with dream interpretation, this could mean that you're helping other people interpret their dreams as well. With past lives, this is really cool because there's different tarot readings on YouTube about past lives, about reincarnation, and any past lives that you may have lived. So researching into your own past lives may be very beneficial with being able to tune into and interpret other people's past lives, or being able to help people that have passed on. With coaching, this just takes practice and listening to your intuition of what you feel you should say to the person, as well as thinking about, okay, what is this person like? What verbiage should I use around this person? What do they respond to the most? And that sort of thing. Because, you may not be able to talk to one person like you talk to another person. And figuring out the best way to talk to the individual that you're communicating with would help that person better than just talking to them like you would anybody else. Because sometimes when people are going through things, they may be a bit more sensitive. With feng shui, this is a very known thing that you can research online. You can, that's what I was going to say. You can research different coaching methods online. And also, this may be a calling for you to be a life coach for people. With feng shui, there's a lot of information online about that, as well as scrying you can look up also. I have never done scrying before, so I can't really tell you much about this. I just know that it's looking into some sort of reflective surface, whether it is a tinted mirror or obsidian or some kind of like crystal, and getting divine messages through looking into the reflection. So with these different gifts and abilities, it's going to be up to you to really do your research and start practicing these things. You don't even have to do all of them because you have so many to choose from. You have 9 different gifts here, and a lot of them really interlace with each other and affect each other. So by honing one skill, you might naturally hone another skill as well. For example, with doing tarot reading or oracle reading, you may naturally be able to help with psychic healing with others, because through doing tarot readings or oracle readings, you help bring about messages, like coaching messages, to them during the readings. So a lot of these gifts affect each other and have links between them. Alrighty, pile 3. So we're going to move on to some advice from your spirit guides, and then after that we're going to go over the cleansing and protection methods that we were referring to earlier. Oh goodness, that card flew out. Number 2, all is well. You are fully supported on your path. Look for the signs and synchronicity in your experiences. Ask for help when you need it. All the challenges you're facing will soon resolve. Sit in stillness and feel the support of the universal source. Trust and know that you're fully guided. Ask for assistance when you need it. You're fully supported in every choice on your path. All is well. Oh, that's so beautiful. Yeah, your spirit guides are here for you. You are highly protected, and just know that they're looking after you, and they send their love and support and protection to you no matter what choice that you make. So if you feel like you need help with something, if you feel like you need protection or guidance, all you have to do is reach out to your spirit guides and ask them for help and guidance. Abundance, number 26. Dear one, have you forgotten the infinite abundance that is your existence? I mean, look at all the gifts you have, like for real, like you are so abundant, pile 3. Release your fears of lack. You're always more than enough. There is always plenty. Abundance is all around you. Release the fears that are blocking your flow. Abundance is your birthright. See this as a sign to release your fears and lack mentality and open the gates for the infinite abundance of the universe to flow into you. You are a magnet for abundance in all areas of being, now and for eternity. Oh, that is so beautiful. Aww. Yeah, there's no need to worry about having your needs met. Ask and you shall receive, because you're really good at manifesting, and there's always plenty in the universe and in life for everyone, including you. I'm feeling really called to pull some angel cards here, just to see who is on your spiritual team that are angels. Wow, I knew it. I knew you had angels looking over you. We have the number 17, Raguel, keeper of the Akashic records. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You could be accessing the Akashic records in your dreams, pile 3. That is wild. The Akashic records, it's basically a place that has records of everything ever, like all the information of all of everything. And you can go to the Akashic records and ask one of your spirit guides to guide you to the answers that you need. It says balance, peace, meditate according to plan, divine order, sacred knowledge, research. They're calling you to do more research on your gifts. Unfortunately, I don't have the answers to everything, and even if I did, sometimes it's best for us to do our own research, because we'll stumble upon things that we're meant to know, that are messages specifically for us that our spirit guides are wanting to let us know. I bring balance, order, and justice to those who ask and who desire to follow God's plan for their lives. Aquamarine, 2 weeks, get more information. Number 17. I feel like we also had a card earlier that said 17 on it, but I'm not sure. We have Sabrael. I feel like I'm pronouncing these names wrong. I apologize if I am. But angel of impossible miracles, swift, astonishing surprises, miracle cure, spark of wonder, rapid healing, vitality. Call on me when you need an impossible miracle, and I will set a series of events into motion to bring it about. Bloodstone, many timelines, surprises. Many timelines. Look into your past lives. Maybe you'll gain knowledge about what to do in this current life in different situations, or karmic things that need to be balanced out. You know, looking into your past lives can help you gain information that give you insight on why things happen for a certain reason. It just depends. We have number 13, Berediel, angel of hail and of the 11th hour. Offense and defense, Hail Mary pass, take a risk, reincarnate. We've been talking about reincarnating. Past lives. They want you to do research into your past lives and to even help other people uncover their past lives. Grants long life. I help you find courage to do things you're afraid to do and help you pull off the impossible. No cause is lost. Onyx, 2 months, pray for guidance. Also, there's mention a few times of impossible things becoming possible. And in here, it talks about abundance, and that abundance is all around you, that it's your birthright to, receive abundance. So there may be some sort of subconscious disbelief in yourself or your circumstances. There may be a lack mentality that you need to release and that you need to work through. It might be due to the way that you grew up, the situation you were in, or the people you were around and what they would say to you. But either way, your spirit guides are really calling for you to work on this, because you are so gifted and you are so amazing, Pile 3. And I would hate to see you just not do anything that you love, to just think that you don't deserve to do things you love, because you do. You're so awesome. And not just because you have a bunch of gifts. Like, that part doesn't really matter. What matters is that you're a living, breathing being. You deserve to be here on this earth. You deserve amazing blessings and miracles and good things. And you deserve to have them and keep them. So this is something that Spirit wants you to work on, is believing that you're worthy, believing that you deserve good things, and knowing that you deserve good things and receiving them and keeping them and not sabotaging them away, or, turning away from them because you feel like you don't deserve them, because you do deserve them. Ooh. 29, Jeremiel, angel of symbols and dreams. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is actually wild. How many repetitive confirmations we've had during your entire reading. I'm sure I sound like a broken record saying that, but I have never seen this before. Pile 3, I literally have never seen so many confirmations, like all tied together in one reading. This is wild. And this card is going to be going over top of the dream interpretation card. I did not do that intentionally. That's wild. Angel of symbols and dreams. Life lessons, emotional connection, visions, claircognizance, speaks through signs. When you feel stuck and need guidance, ask me for dreams to give you clarity on what course of action to take. Amethyst, 1 month, look for a sign. Oh my goodness, that's so wild. Yeah, purple is a really good color for channeling psychic messages, for enhancing psychic abilities. You can meditate with an amethyst crystal, and that may help you channel your spirit guides better. That may help you interpret things better. But with this, like, dang, your spirit guides, they talk to you through your dreams. And doing that thing with covering the mirror in your bedroom, I would personally still do that, because that just like prevents anything you don't want to enter your dreams from entering your dreams, because your spirit guides will still be able to enter your dreams if you allow them to, even with a mirror covered. That mirror, covering that mirror, is just to not let any randos go into your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm getting a vision slash message through about you asking your spirit guides of the highest truth, the highest light, the highest love, the purest truth, the purest light, and the purest love, who love you unconditionally, to give you messages in your dreams and to also bring you to the Akashic records and to guide you through the Akashic records to the answers that you seek. That is a huge thing coming through. I have a feeling that you will probably be able to access the Akashic records. Not everybody can. I have a feeling that if you ask your spirit guides to guide you to the Akashic records, to the answers you seek, they will. They'll be able to help you with that. Wow, that is so wild. So, getting into cleansing and protecting stuff. There's different methods to cleansing. You can use sage, you can use Palo Santo, you can use incense, and basically you light whatever you're using, and then you wave it around your apartment, around yourself, around any items or whatever, and you speak with intention. You do it with intention to cleanse yourself, to cleanse your household. Whenever you're doing this, you say what you want to cleanse out of your household. For example, if I want to cleanse out any evil spirits or any stagnant energy, negativity, I'll say that. I'll be like, I cleanse myself of all energies, entities, beings, hexes, curses, judgments, spells, and imposters, vibrations, and all unwanted things, known and unknown, in the name of, and whoever you pray to or believe in. For me, I just say, in the name of Jesus Christ, I pray, amen. But you can say, in the name of Allah, in the name of Archangel Michael. It could be anybody that you connect to. For protection, you can use different herbs for protection. You can hang yarrow, which is a very powerful herb that expels and protects a household from all negativity and harmful energies and entities and stuff. You can put crystals throughout your household, like selenite, which is what I have under these flowers here. It cleanses a household, and it also cleanses itself from all negative energies. There's smoky quartz, there is tourmaline, there is onyx, obsidian. Those are cleansing crystals as well. And also you can just ask your spirit guides and archangels, the archangels that are on your spiritual team, to protect you and your household. So you can just pray to Archangel Michael or Archangel Gabriel or Angel Sabriel that you would like them to please protect you, your household, your pets, your assets, your environment, from everything, from all evil, from anything that would purposely or accidentally bring harm to you or those in your household. And they will protect you from those things. They will protect your household. All you have to do is call on them. And that's very important. And every time you go out and you come back to your household, just cleanse yourself. Just do a quick sweep with your sage or whatever, and cleanse yourself of any energies or any attachments that could have attached to you while you're out and about. Same thing for anybody that enters and exits the household. If a stranger or somebody that doesn't live in your household enters your household, after they leave, make sure to re-cleanse everything, your apartment or your house. Because when you invite somebody into your household or your apartment, you're also inviting whatever's attached to them and whatever energies they're harboring. So those energies or things might linger behind sometimes, which is why we cleanse. And another thing, you can also visualize a cleansing light throughout yourself, throughout your apartment, your pets, your items, and it can be like a brilliant white beautiful light that you visualize coating everything and emanating through you. And set the intention that this light cleanses you and your household and your pets and your things from everything, from all energies, entities, the whole list that I listed earlier. And this is a mental visualization, if you're able to visualize things mentally, or it's just an intention that you can set. And this is like an exercise to do, and it also cleanses as well. Some people prefer using herbs, some people prefer using Palo Santo, something physical that they can touch and feel, but it all does the same thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it for now. But the important thing is that if there is activity going on, like paranormal activity, when you're doing a cleansing, make sure you specifically state that thing is not welcome. That energy, that entity, whatever it is not welcome in your household and has to go away and stay away. And then you can ask Archangel Michael to sever any attachments with that thing that was in your household and to protect you and your household from that thing ever coming back. So those two things are important. It is cleansing and then protecting. Because if you cleanse your household or yourself, but you don't protect yourself or your household, then whatever it is can come back, right? And we want it to stay away. We want to cleanse ourselves and our house or whatever, and then keep whatever it is away from us. If you ever need any help with anything, make sure you reach out to your spirit guides, because they're here for you. That's the reason why they're your spirit guides, is to help guide you, protect you, to help lead you to the answers that you seek, the things that you need to know. So that is how to do that. And this was your reading. I hope that what I talked about made any sense to you, and I hope it brought you a lot of clarity. If you did resonate with this reading, then please leave a comment down below. It could be anything. It could even be an emoji. Anything helps, because it lets YouTube know you liked this video enough to interact with it. But with that, thank you so much for letting me read for you. I can't wait to read for you next time, and I hope you have a beautiful day or night wherever you are in this beautiful world. I love you, fam. Bye.